everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be making some pumpkin spiced pancakes for finger feeding babies and toddlers. So for this recipe you will need 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 1 egg, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of whole wheat flour, a tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon, and half a cup of pumpkin puree, and some more oil for frying. So I'm going to use coconut oil for frying with. So the first step is to mix all the wet ingredients in a bowl. So I'm going to crack my egg in first. I'll just give it a bit of a whisk up with a fork. Got 1 cup of milk, just measured out with my cups. 1 cup of milk to mix in, and it's a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm using this one. I got it in Morrison's. It's a natural vanilla extract that you can get. So a teaspoon of that. And whisk it all up. Oil. So if you haven't used coconut oil before, you might not know that it comes in a solid form. In the summer it melts in the cupboard, but at the moment, because it's winter time, it's solid. So I'm going to just quickly put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds in just a mug, and that will melt it. So it'll be easier to mix into the recipe. I'm just sort of swirling the mug around to melt it because it's still a bit solid in the middle, but I don't want to put it back in because I think that might make it too hot. So I'm just sort of swirling it around. Ooh. Right, I'll just tip that straight in to my wet mixture. So it does say sugar on the recipe, but I'm not going to use sugar because I think Jessica's not even a year yet, so I don't want to be adding sugar to her recipes, but of course you can do. And at this stage you would mix all the dry ingredients together. So I've already got my 2 flours measured out, so that is, let me make sure I tell you right, 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour and half a cup of whole wheat flour, which is 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon. This is the Sainsbury's ground cinnamon that I've got. Just 1½ teaspoons. Mix it in. Jessica's come to say hello. Hello, dear. Do you want to say hello? Where are you? Here she is. She's in her Christmas pudding outfit today. And I've just realised we haven't got our baking powder out of our... Okay, so you also add in baking powder into the dry mix at this stage. And you need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. One, 2. As you can see, you can do this all one-handed. So mix that all in. And it also says salt on the recipe. I didn't even mention it because I don't think many people would want to add salt for their babies. So I'm just not going to add it. I think it's still going to taste just as good for Jessica. Okay, so now that's all mixed together, we need to combine the wet mixture and the dry mixture and also add in the pumpkin puree. So I will do that next. Look, tinsel. Oh, tinsel. Okay, so I'm going to tip my wet mixture into my dry mixture and just combine that all together. I'll show you. It's quite wet. That looks quite thick, but once we add in the pumpkin puree, it might wetting it up a bit. It's quite thick. Next we're going to add in the pumpkin puree. So I've already steamed it in my steamer basket that I've used on other recipes, and I've whisked it up again in my mini chopper that I've used before. And you need half a cup of pumpkin puree for this recipe. So let's measure out half a cup. And then I've got some left over to make something else with. Straight into my bowl of ingredients. These, I think you could give them for breakfast, lunch or dinner because they're pancakes. They're quite versatile and you could top them with all sorts of different toppings. I'm taking them out and about with me today because we've got Bounce and Rhyme, which is about a 10-minute drive from our house, and then we're driving about half an hour to my hairdresser's. She's kindly fitted me in to cut my hair at her house because she's got a 5-month-old, and obviously I've got Jessica, so she's going to give me a trim. She's just starting back up for Christmas after her maternity leave. Okay, so I will show you the sort of size that I'm going to fry them in. I'm going to fry them just in a frying pan in coconut oil again, so that's already heated up. I've got it on number 6, an electric hob on number 6. I'm going to use a ladle. I think I'm going to use about half of this ladle as one pancake. The mixture says it makes, does it say 12 pancakes? See what it looks like. So I've gone for little minis. And here are some finished pancakes. So they're quite a nice size. Today we are out and about, so I'll probably take one of these for Jessica's lunch. I'll wrap it in some foil and I'll top it with some banana. And we'll also take out a pouch of some pureed vegetables. We're going to take out a pouch. I think I can show you actually. I've got it here. It's this one. It's Ella's Kitchen, carrot, apple and parsnip. So that'll be quite nice. And we've also got the Heinz little baby biscotti biscuits. So we'll take out those as well. And that'll do her for lunch. We just cut her down to having a little bit less milk during the day, so I hope she's going to be okay with that. I've got her water and I will just take an empty bottle and I can pop in the shop and get a bottle of ready-made formula if I need to while I'm out and about. But yeah, hopefully the food will keep her going until we get home. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tasty recipes. Bye!